meaning Christianity was tolerated. By the end of the century, the Emperor Theodosius had made Christianity the official religion of Rome. So, what do you think? What accounted for Christianity's success in the Roman Empire?
All right, so let's look at the question one more time. See what it says. Did he ask a question about what was the success? You go ahead and see what it is.
The Emperor Theodosius had made Christianity the official religion of Rome. So, what do you think? What accounted for Christianity's success in the Roman Empire?
Did y'all hear the question? All right, so what accounted for the success in the Christian Empire, for the Roman Empire? So it's asking us, why was Christianity such a success? All right, why was it a success? So let's look at interactive reading notepad real quick. All right, so the ancient Roman origins of Christianity. That's a tour of the origins of Christianity. So with these key terms, we're not going to look at too many of them. All right, we'll just name like a couple of them. We'll go like the main ones. Okay, like Apostle Paul. You know, he was the main one that spread what? Yeah, he did. Thank you. Constantine was the emperor of Rome during that time when he accepted Christianity. We'll talk a little bit more about that. I'm going to show y'all a picture real quick. I want you guys to look at this picture about Constantine. It's a painting, all right? And we're going to get to the learning. Our objectives in just 1 second. But just part of the opener, since it was just a video, I want you guys to talk about real quick, if I can find that picture. I'll leave it right there for now. All right, so I'm not going to worry about the picture. I'll show you guys if I find it. All right, so the learning objectives for today. All right, we're going to understand the diverse religion included in the early Roman Empire. We start developing essential ideas of Christianity, summarize the spread of Christianity, and outline the development of the early Christian church. Okay? If I want to write that down, you can. I'll give you about a couple seconds. All right, we'll make this big so we can see. There we go. Boom. Shakalaka. All right, so like I said, first thing, let's understand diverse religions. All right, so let's think about it like this. I'm going to let you know. We already talked about how ancient Rome was huge. Okay, it started off as basically as city-states, if you want to say, started close to the peninsula of Italy. We talked about that, and then developed into an empire. All right, so that empire started to spread because more people started to travel and wanted to be a part of Rome, and Rome wanted more people. So Rome decided, well, to be acceptable to the people, we might have to accept their religions too. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep moving on, guys. Remember, this is going to be on your notes anyway. That we have probably we'll go over them tomorrow before we go home for spring break. All right, so like I said, these are some of the key terms that we're going to be checking out. Let me just highlight the ones you want to write them down. We got Paul or Apostle Paul. All right, we got Constantine. So this is what we'll do for you. Do a little help spread Christianity. All right. My handwriting is not that good, guys. You know what I'm about to say. All right, help spread Christianity. He was the emperor of Rome. During that time, I think it was 300 BC. All right, we have the Pope. All right, religious leader. Main religious leader. Excuse my handwriting again, guys. I do apologize, but guess what? We got the concept. The Christian Bible. Who knows about the Christian Bible? Some folks, all right. The Christian Bibles that we use today and they use back then. And it has transformed in words. It has been interpreted so many other ways. All right, so the Messiah. Who do you think they're talking about when they say Messiah? Jesus. Jesus. All right? So we're just going to go this little overview of the terms. Remember, we are going to do our activity later on with our map to help us with our terms. Okay? So the map analysis is what we're going to be doing today for activity. So walk around and see everybody got this real quick. So we keep it going. All right. Seems like everybody got this. All right, pretty fast. Thank you. All right. So let's talk about Roman and secondary religions. So we know that so in the Pax Romana, so basically Pax Romana we talked about was when there was peace, prosperity, everybody got along, okay? And a new religion started to rise up, which was Christianity. First, Christianity was one of the many religious practices. And then, as it grew in faith, it had been declared the official religion of the Roman Empire. Okay? So, let me just minimize this real quick. Bingo. There we go. So let's see right here. When it says Romans accepted many religions, let's see what they say. All right. So as it gained strength and spread the empire, Christianity reshaped Roman beliefs. When the Roman Empire fell, what did the Christian church do? It took over what? Much of the role. Okay? So why did it do that? All right? Because as Romans came, people came into contact with religious traditions, including those of Egypt and from the present. During the turbulent times and going on, people turned to so-called what? Mysterious? Yeah, okay. So when they started to do that and going on, people turned into which inside secret religions. All right, what do you think secret religions will be? Like secret religions, like shh.
The ones that some people maybe like shouldn't know about.
There we go. The religion that people should know about, okay? Which is like those ones that maybe that you may have a path to get into, or they may have to be accepted to get into, okay? Amongst the popular of these cults, or they could be called cults, that was another thing. Didn't want to get too deep into it, but that's another word for like secret religions is cults, all right? So with cults like from Egypt and other places, Roman soldiers favored the cults of the Persian god, all right? So when they started to do that, people started to get more interested into other religions. So that's just a little concept of that. Let me move on, guys, because I want to get to activity. All right? So could we open our Chromebook up? They already open. Let's look at this interactive gallery. All right? All right, let's look at this interactive gallery. Introductions. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to help you out. I'll help you guys out with this one. All right, we got two activities. The first one we're going to talk about together. All right? Then when we do this math activity, I want to let you guys go ahead and start on it on your own, okay? All right. All right, so during the Roman Empire, Christianity grew as more and more people followed the teachings of Jesus. So what I'm doing is reading an introduction, and I'm reading the instructions for this activity that we're going to do together. All right? So early Christians faced persecution. Does anybody know what persecution is? When you get persecuted. You get judged. They judging you. This type of thing like they're going to persecute you. Like you might hear that in some places that are legal places or in courts. All right? In the face of persecution, Christians often use symbols to identify and communicate with one another. As religion spread, many of the symbols reminded part of Christian community, the main part of Christian community. So let's look at these. First one, What does it say right here for me, Deshaun? The Alpha and Omega. So Alpha and Omega are the first and the last letter of the Greek alphabet. So it tells you right then that Christianity probably adopted the Greek alphabet, okay? In Christianity. The Alpha and Omega symbolizes who? Jesus. And that he is eternal. Does anybody know what eternal means? Forever and ever and ever and ever. Infinity. There we go. So now we got that one. All right. So let's look at this next one. What does this look like, guys? A bird. Some type of bird. Okay? So why would religion now we need animals to have a representation of religion too? Okay? As you know, in Egypt, the polytheistic gods there in Egypt had faces their gods had faces of animals. Remember? All right. So the dove, that's what this bird is. Can anybody tell me it's a dove? Huh? Does it look like a dove to y'all? All right. So the dove symbolizes the what? Holy Spirit in Christianity. The dove also associated with the birth and baptism of who? Jesus. According to the gospel, the Holy Spirit appeared as a dove in the baptism of Jesus by John. So even this word right here, baptism. Has anybody heard of baptism before? Baptism, okay? So just real quick, baptism was a sacred ritual for Christianity when they would submerge themselves underwater. Okay, I've done it before. You get it's usually done by like a religious leader, all right? And the reason why is to cleanse you of what? Of sins. Okay, so some of you do go to church. Okay, but anyway, let's get going. So this is a dove. All right, we're looking at these images because these are images that are around the world that they have spread. They have spread this type of images to let people know about Christianity. The anchor. Does that look like an anchor? Yes. So what is an anchor used for? To hold it down, to hold that boat down. Good job. The anchor was often used as a symbol of Christianity. It's a symbol of Christianity too. All right, before the symbol of the cross. Okay, before the symbol of the cross was used, it was an anchor. Can y'all believe that? That's amazing. All right, so the anchor symbolizes what? Hope. Hope. You got hope, John? You got hope, John? John Hope. No, John Hope was a camp that I went to back and forth that. I'm getting off so. All right. So it symbolizes hope during times of what? Persecution of the Christianity. So why would you think they need to see an anchor? All right, so look at it one more time. This anchor symbolizes what? Hope during the times of persecution for the Christians. The anchor was often shown in the edifice and the catacombs. All right, so why would you think they need to see? Sometimes they would see an anchor. What would it give them? Hope. It would give them hope. All right, hope. It would give them faith to let them know, like, yeah, we are Christians, but we're going to keep pushing on through all this persecution. During that time, persecution was bad, guys. There was Christians that were dying. They got killed for their religion. All right, what they believed in. They got stoned to death by who? Other Jewish religions or other Jewish sections of religion. All right, some of the Jewish belief didn't agree with some of the Christian beliefs. Okay, and so they will have disagreements. All right, and some of the disagreements became violent. Okay, so yeah, that's a big conflict. Thank you for that answer, Z. Appreciate that. I like that. That's a good question. All right, so what do we see here before I push? Are you pushing? I gave it away. Get out of here. All right, so what's this right here in the middle? The fish. It's not Nemo, but it's a fish, okay? So the fish in Christianity is the symbol. What does it symbolize? It symbolizes Jesus. Why would it do that? Let's see, okay? Why would you think it's symbol? Before we read it, why would you think this fish symbolized Jesus? Give me like your idea, somebody. Okay. To recognize other Christians, right? We said they use it to recognize other Christians. Good answer. Good answer. Anybody else?
I'm not sure why real men, but like a pound,
Like a what?
like a pound,
Like a pow?
like a pound.
A path? Like following this path?
Yes.
Oh, like a street, like a, okay. That, you want to, okay, you don't want to date. See, I like that. That's what I'm talking about. We need more of the masses like that. So let's see what it says, all right? The symbol was likely used as a secret code. What? A path. So if they had that secret code, that means, you know, they have access to identify. The secret code was for other Christians to identify. All right? So that's what the fish is for. But also represented Jesus. Okay? It said it comes from the Greek symbol for fish, which consists of two overlapping arcs that resemble a fish. So two overlapping arcs. You get it? So this is the arc, and this is the arc. Okay? You know what the arcs are? Remember, we talked about that when we talked about the Moses people. It started with E. You know the ones that taught Romans the alphabet. Started with, say it again. Etruscans. The Etruscans. Yes. We are old, y'all. So the Etruscans, they taught Romans about the alphabet. Remember they taught the Romans about engineering techniques, which were the arc. They made those arcs. Then we talked about Roman structures. All right? So that was part of that. So this last one, we all know what this one is, right? A cross. Okay? All right, so the cross. Soon after Emperor Constantine issued the Edict of Milan, the cross came into to be reverenced by Christians as a symbol of Jesus. Okay? As the cross is used in the crucifixion of Jesus. Did you know that Jesus was crucified? Yeah? All right, so we know that. And after he was crucified, we know 3 days later, we know 3 days later what happened. The story says that he was risen from the grave. What is Mr. Brown passing out? Mr. Brown's passing out a map analysis form. But Mr. Brown, we got to still answer the question. I'm going to get it to you early so that you guys can take a look at it, and we're going to keep moving on. All right, so that's how, let's go to this one. Real quick, question. Pop-up question. Hey guys, sorry. Final plan. Which Christian symbol represents the eternal nature of Jesus? Is it the fish, the dove, the Alpha and Omega, or the anchor? Symbol that represents the eternal nature of Jesus. We got 5 seconds. 5. Anywhere. 3.
I'm going to do
1.
Come on, Spirit.
Josiah says the anchor.
I feel like that.
Z says the dove. You want to go with Josiah's answer?
Yeah.
You want to go with dove? All right, so we got 2. Who agrees with Josiah?
I'm going to agree with it.
We all going to agree. The anchor. Oh, try again.
It's dumb for sure.
We're going to try one more time. Yes, this is the answer.
You got to check.
Oh. Hey, no answer. Okay. You know, it's just a little side. We're going to go with the dove. And the dove represented, do you think it represents the eternal nature of Jesus or the Holy Spirit? Ah, so that was done. Let's take that one off. The Alpha and Omega. So we got John and then John that says Alpha and Omega. Let us see. Because it's letter C, you get it? Let us see. Okay. Oh, good job, good job, good job. I'm going to class. All right. Let's get you know all that extra stuff. Let's keep going, guys. So I want you to turn this activity in. We get started today, which I hope we do. I'm going to start it off. I'm going to walk with you guys. We're going to do it together just a little bit like we did the other activity. Then I'm going to let you take over. All right? So, what is this? A map. What does the title say? So, the worksheet that you just have right here says map analysis. All right, we're going to go from one box at the top, left corner. What does it say for us, Nigel? Map title. So what am I going to write down for the map title? Let's get it real quick. Here you go, Josiah. Oh, you ready to go? All right, well, we got about a couple more seconds. We'll decide you got to leave early. All right. So while you guys are writing down the spread of Christianity, let's just tap these directions real quick. Woo. All right, so it says introduction and instructions. It says, aided by Paul and other missionaries, Christianity gradually spread across the Roman Empire. Okay? Select the squares below to see the spread of Christianity. Now, the activity that we just did, Mr. Brown was selecting those squares. So now, if you got your Chromebook open, which everybody does, you can go to that map on your Chromebook, which was assigned to you earlier. All right? So, first, okay, so we got the first box. The first box says the title is The Spread of Christianity. Now, if we look at that same box, all right, it says write a sentence summarizing what you see on the map. So what do we see? Well, Mr. Brown, what I see is, let's start to the left here. What do we see? Don't start in the center. What do we see here? What is this a map of what? What's this country here? This continent. Europe. So I see Europe. I see some countries in Europe like Great Britain, Germany, Spain, Asia Minor, Greece, Italy. Over here I see where it talks about the first journey. Who is this first journey of? We'll find out today. So guys, I'm just being a little good. But this is Europe.